do you feel like you have two, I would assume, completely distinct characters, one with, one without?
Yeah, I feel like when I put the mask on, I turn into Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
But then at times I also ask myself, what's really the difference between me without the mask? I just become a family man. I'm a husband. I'm a father, brother, son. But overall, the representation for me of the mask has been in my family for 6 generations. 6 decades. I'm sorry, 6 decades. And I grew up watching my uncle at the age of 6 years old. Back in the early '80s. So. This is something I always wanted to do.
Is that why you continue to wear it to this day? Because, I mean, maybe I'm a little jaded, but I think most people would want that facial recognition, right? Like that you're essentially anonymous. If you don't know what you look like under the mask, are people recognizing you in public?
So the time that I wrestled in WCW from 96 to 2001, I lost the mask against Kevin Nash.
I know. I want to get into that as well.
Okay, so that was the only time that I wrestled without the mask, and I really wasn't comfortable. Like, I didn't want to go through that phase.
Yeah.
Because back then, I really protected my face.
Yeah.
You didn't really see me without the mask, or I would kind of be away from the group when we all traveled together so they wouldn't recognize me. But when I came to WWE, it's like machine here with WWE, the way they promote and just put the mask out there. And that's something that WCW never took advantage of. So that's why I came back with the mask, and now it's been.
But also, the mask is so him that like technically is his face. You know what I'm saying? Like that became your.
Well, that's why it's so interesting. Like a lot of these WWE superstars go through the trials and tribulations of fame. I even saw a video of Rhea Ripley recently, like just getting hounded by fans at an airport, and it happens to me too. But I didn't know this was like a common theme. Like these fans with posters and pictures of you will chase you around. They'll track your flight numbers and tail numbers and show up where you are. And then there's like 10 of them, and then they multiply when you're there, and it can get a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
But since the WWE fans do, but like most people don't know what you actually look like, and unless they're Googling a picture, are you dealing with the implications of facial recognition fame?
So right before Rhea ran into that incident, I ran into one very similar, like a month before that. And they hit me up. I got off of one flight and was going to my connection. I was running late.
Yeah.
So there was like, I don't know, maybe 6 fans with a bunch of Funko Pop cardboards.
I hear they buy tickets to flights just to get past the security gate, find their superstars, and then get their tickets refunded.
Yes, exactly. And we're talking $25, $30 tickets.
The dedication, man. The 29E tickets.
So I never deny an autograph or a picture.
Yeah.
But when it's for stuff like that where they're profiting off of it, it just like, what happened to the fan? The fan base that collected an autograph or just felt pride of getting something from you, whether it was a picture or an autograph. So, but I do get recognized, man. A lot of the fans from WCW times when I wrestled without the mask.
Yep.
Those are the ones that spot me out.
But you even when you took off the mask, that was what, 20 years ago? That was a long time ago. You were much younger.
Way younger, yeah.
In that moment when you do decide to take off the mask, I imagine was not what you wanted.
Not at all. Not at all. There was a phase going in WCW with luchadores that were being unmasked. Juventud Guerrero, Jericho took off Juventud's mask, and then they wanted to take off my mask at that match that I had in Halloween Havoc '97 against Eddie, and we kind of fought for it. They didn't, but shortly after that is when they took it off. And you know what? I actually think that if I wouldn't have lost my mask, I wouldn't have been through the phase of being, back then it was the Giant Killer. That's when I started facing the bigger guys. So that kind of opened up a new territory, new vision for guys to see me work with bigger talent. Back then, I hardly did it.
Really?
Yeah.
Like size-wise?
Size-wise, until I lost the mask and I beat Kevin the next night is when I started face Bam Bam Bigelow, Scott Norton. Yeah, so that was a phase.
It created like an arc, like a redemption arc, because you were pissed off about the mask.
I guess. But I'll tell you what, that I believe might have opened up the eyes to WWE to eventually say, "Oi, we've never had small talent like Ray, but Let's bring him over one day.
Small talent.
Yeah.
Hey there, if you like the clip, make sure to subscribe or check out this recommended clip to my right.